It's Caleb here. I'm going to go over a strategy that I've kind of switched to. It's a little bit more passive, but it's right now it's worked pretty much 100% of the time over the past few trades. It's been about 6 trades, but it's very they're less frequent and they're more concrete, I guess you'd say. So first things first, we're going to go to the weekly time frame, and then this is where you're going to find your strongest support and resistance levels. So as you can see, this is Celsius. You have one right here, bounces off, goes up here, bounces off, stops here. So you're pretty much just finding very, very strong support and resistance. So this is on the weekly. Now, also to note, each of these lines, it isn't a specific price point. It's just an area. So like, okay, this area, this area. I'm just too lazy to pull out all these different bars and stuff. All right. So now we wait for what's called a reversal candle on any of these points. So right here is a reversal candle. I'll show you a few others. So basically what it is, when you're falling and you get to heavy resistance, what you're gonna want to see is that huge wick below it, and then you want to see it finish green. So obviously this candle isn't done being printed. It's gonna finish tomorrow, Friday at close. But I entered a position based on what I saw. Now, I also shrink down to the daily candle for my entries. If it's like Wednesday or Thursday entry, I'll do this. But I normally try and wait till Friday where that weekly candle fully prints. And I think a lot of people see that weekly candle when it has a print on a reversal, and I think that's what does a lot of push. That's what pushes it from what I've seen. But so right here, this was just a lucky line draw. It was actually like right on the money. So right here, dropped down, bounced off, like, okay, this is big resistance, but this looks the same as this. But why would I hop in right here instead of hopping in right here? Just because this is the only reason why. I've seen it bounce off this level a number of times. So I took a small position as it bounced, and it actually got up as far as right there, whatever the price is, 29. So I balled in at about 29, and it was a little early because, like I said, I like trading off the weekly time frame, not necessarily the daily. The daily is good for entries on this strategy that I'm using. Pretty much just reversals and on support and resistance. So it bounces, I get in, and then the next day another wick below, and then it shoots up again. So I'm in the green. I know it's gonna pump. Obviously, I didn't think it'd pump like this, but this is just crazy bullish. Now let's look at the weekly, what it would look like at the weekly time frame. Huge wick below on huge support, big support right here, huge wick below, big green. This is just a great example, honestly. It's up, 20% in the past 2 days, but now I'm going to show you some more realistic ones that I've taken recently that have been wins. This is J&J. This chart's probably all crazy. All right, so this is J&J. This is still the weekly time frame. It's been in this downward pattern for a long time. When did this start? And April 2022. So you see it hit the top, and then look at the red. That's just straight denial right there. Then that red block at the bottom. So that's a reversal just to the upside. So it was going up, 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 and it big red above it, and then the red candle to finish it off going down. So it goes down. I didn't take that right there, but this is just what I'm saying. This is how this pattern formed. So it goes boom, 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 and I see it's rejected off here 1, 2 times, 3 times, and then now we're right here. So this was in early September. This is when I got in. So this is the candle I hopped in right here. So as you can see, it goes up, this huge rejection right there. That's insane. And it's rejecting off this uptrend too, which is kind of funny that plays a little part in from years ago. This thing's been there forever. It's kind of funny. But that was my entry. So I saw it reject. Boom, it went down there. So I was like, all right, I'll hop in right here at 164. Next week went up, rejected again. It gave me more confidence, but it went down. As you can see on the next week, it went down and then got bought up again. So I was a little worried. And then the third week went up, big rejection, and finish red. This was this is when I knew it was going to hit. So this one was an option. So I got out sooner than I wanted, but I was still up maybe 30% on this play, 30 to 40. And I sold out, I want to say right in here somewhere, but pretty much another rejection. So that's three candles. You see those wicks on this huge resistance area, and then it flushes. That's the second one. Now there's another one I just took, Google. So Google, old all-time highs right here to the T right there. Look what just happened on the weekly time frame. Hit old resistance or old all-time highs. Now support. You have a huge wick under it, and then it finishes green. I hopped in around right here. When I see this big wick and it's like a Thursday or maybe a Wednesday, I'm gonna take the risk. I'm hopping in. So somewhere right here, I hop in. And then I can see right here that this has been uh, it used to be support, now it's kind of resistance. So I personally got out right there, and this was only shares. This was, I think I bought like 5 or 6 shares. It was nothing, but it made me 8% in the matter of like I think two and a, was that about 2.5 3 weeks is 8%. That's something that I've been trying to switch to as I have more and more money as I save up. I'm trying to get away from options. Options they aren't necessarily. I'm not going to say they're gambling, but there's two ways to lose in options, and there's one way to win. If you're just, uh, buying, calls and puts and stuff. So if you buy a call, so if you bought a call right here, you win if it goes up, but you lose if it goes sideways, and you lose if it goes down. So I'm trying to just increase the odds of winning. And if all else fails, like let's say I buy Google right here, I bought like 5 shares of it. Let's say I buy Google right here. It's still a good company I believe in. I'll just hold it. Now I sold right here just because I wanted a quick flip, and also this kind of little pattern right there. You can switch on the daily. I don't know patterns. I don't trade patterns, but this does look kind of weird to me. So maybe we get back down here and it pops up again. But I sold right in here. Anyway, all right, guys. So this is Five Below. This is a trade I initially took. This was options. If you've seen Five Below's premium, it's insane. All my options that I normally play, they're going to be bare minimum 30 days out, but normally like 60 days out or so. But you're paying for like $1 out of the money. You're paying like $6 for one option. It's insane. But this is one I took a while back. This was right here. So this gap up. So I forgot this statistic on it, but pretty much when you see a gap, you're sooner or later you're going to fill that gap. Most of the time that happens, and when it does fill the gap, a good play is to just reverse it. So it filled the gap, and then on the daily time frame, I saw this right here, these two candles, the green and then the red, and that kind of just sparked something in me. So I just kept an eye on it. Now from there, you go to the weekly. So on the weekly time frame, you're back to that level. You have the wick above it, and then you have it finish red. So from there, I hopped in a short, and I pretty much sold out. It was somewhere about right here because I had previously uh, this green candle right here. I thought that was big liquidity, and it turned out I was pretty much right to the T. So this was a good options play. It was about 100% gain. Uh, but like I said, I'm trying to get out of options because I tend to lose myself. I lose in options more than I win, and I don't the mental aspect of it. I know that's how a lot of people are, and they win 80% and they lose 20%, but you only have to win 2 out of 5 times or something. I don't like that. I like winning. So like I said, the bigger the resistance or the bigger the time frame, the bigger the resistance, the more concrete it's going to be. But this was a good one if I could find any more examples. But those are the only about 4 trades I've taken this month. Maybe it's been a little bit more than that. But this is a strategy so you can kind of take a step back. You aren't watching your option go up 40%, go down 60%. You don't have to put in a stop loss and you get stopped out by some wick that just has nothing to do with it. But Yeah, so if you want to switch up your trading, do something like this. I suggest it. I do shares. I do weekly time frames. I do reversals, and it's been working for me so far. It's been working this month. I'm gonna keep trying it. I'm gonna do this on the side of my long-term account. That is, it's hard to beat that one. You won't really beat it. There's not many people that can. But yeah, if you want to switch up your trading, try that out, and let me know how it goes. Thank you.